You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And we are here today with Maddie Radcliff. She is the Deputy Director, and Beaufield Berry. She is the Marketing Manager, both at the beautiful Benson Theatre. They are here to talk to us today about what's going on and coming up at Benson. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Hi, welcome. We are so glad to have you today. And you've got things coming up that we wanted to talk to you about.
We have a lot coming up.
Yes, you guys are busy.
We know. Don't remind us.
But it's working well. I mean, you just got done with the awards and some other events. And so now you're moving on to quite a bit in November.
Yeah.
Gosh, November's busy.
We just closed out a really popular run of Dracula in October, and the end of the month we did the OEA Nominee Reveal Award, a nominee reveal. So we don't know the awards, we know the nominees.
Yeah. Right, yes.
And now,
yeah, that was Dracula 77. I heard that went very well.
That was Bridget St. Bridget.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. They used the whole theater space, and we recently got a pepper scrim, which is a special like holographic projector kind of drop. And so we used that for a lot of the effects, and it's amazing. And you'll probably see it in everything we do.
Exactly. That.
Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm always happy to see you partner with so many arts organizations in town and so many creatives.
I think that's
and
really cool.
I love that about Benson, that you're partnering, especially those people that don't have homes. So that's great.
The partnerships and collaborations are really like the cornerstone of what we do. It's really like what sets us apart from anyone else is that we love working with people that come in, they have beautiful ideas, and then how can we make this happen? How can we work together to get this up on stage and help your dreams come true, even for a weekend?
Right.
Yeah. Bo and I have worked together before Benson Theatre on a lot of creative projects, mostly based in theater, and we both kind of align with this idea that we've brought to Benson of being a house of yes. So if you have an idea, bring it to us. We're going to say yes. We're going to figure it out. We're going to be there until 11 o'clock at night with you to make it happen, because that's really what all of us want to be doing. I think everyone at Benson is like a people pleaser to a little bit of a fault, like all with each other too. But it also really fuels our ability to do those collaborations and get people up on stage.
Yeah. And it's such a beautiful stage as well. Such a really neat space. And it's so versatile because you can do so much with that, with the way it's laid out. So, well, let's get into what you've got going.
Wow, you guys.
Because there's a lot going. You've got something coming up November 10th, the Asbury Short Film Concert. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. So Asbury Short Film Concert, it's 42nd year running. And this is a series of short films that come from all over the world. And they generally do this in New York. I think it's in Brooklyn. And over the years, they've had Edie Falco host it. They work closely with lots of different celebrities who come in. They're either in the films, they help produce the films, or they host the evening. And part of the Asbury mission has been to kind of branch out of the East Coast area and do these satellite shows. And so we are lucky enough to host one on November 10th. I'm going to be co-hosting with Doug LeClaire, who's the founder of the Asbury Short Film Concert. Nice. And it's about 2 hours of original short films that you can't find anywhere else. We're excited because one of our partnerships this year was the Benson Film Festival. This was their first year, and we just really got to dive in and see how passionate the Omaha film audience is. You know, and so it's like to be able to bring something like this to Omaha just kind of like clinches that film world into part of our mission, into what we're doing. So we're excited for film buffs to come out, check that out, and hopefully get Asbury to come back to Omaha and visit us again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how many films are there in 2 hours?
So I think there's 10 films in the 2 hours.
Okay.
And so they're all running 20 minutes and under.
Wow.
Yes.
And I think like at least a good handful of them, if I understand right, are like fun. It's not like a film fest where you go and you're like, oh, that's a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
It's like it's like fun stuff to watch and really interesting and unique. So
cool.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing is like you want to run the emotional gamut with something like that, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna laugh together, we're gonna cry together, we're gonna drink together, and maybe have popcorn. I don't know, but yeah, it's just gonna be a really fun night. And I know as host, that's part of like what I like to do is just to get up there and make sure everyone's really comfortable and at ease, so we can have a great experience.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love film festivals.
That sounds like fun. So do you already have tickets available?
Tickets are on sale for the Benson Short Film Concert right now at bensontheatre.org. The show's November 10th at 7 p.m. and tickets are $25.
Perfect.
Come see me.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's awesome. And that's on Friday night. And then Saturday, you've got another big event, like just the next day. You have no breathing room there.
It's so much.
You have a big weekend coming.
So the Benalto Ball is our inaugural annual benefit for the theater. Okay. So first time ever. This was really our first full year of operation in 2023. So ending it with this. And on top of that, it is the 100th year anniversary of the building that Benson Theatre is in existing.
Oh, wow.
So it was originally built in 1923 as a vaudeville theater called the Benalto Theatre.
Yeah.
Operated for, I don't know, like 3 years until vaudeville died. And then became a series of movie houses. And then a series of retail stores, the last of which was, I think, Rick's fitness warehouse. He sold gym equipment out of the front. And then it was demolished and kind of sat there. And our founding director, Amy Ryan, owned the pizza shop next door and the PS Collective. And loved the building. And there was a moment in time in which a couple of guys from LA were planning on buying the building and turning it into a club. And Amy was like, oh my God, no. So she started an incredibly successful capital campaign to purchase the building and renovate and restore it into the beautiful, beautiful space you see now.
Yeah.
And now we are running and we have lots of fun plans for 2024. And so this event is really to celebrate the history of the building, the history of Benson itself, the celebration of Benson being a creative district, and fueling what happens next.
Yeah.
And listening to amazing music and eating delicious food.
Wonderful. And so this is going to be a fundraiser for Benson then as well for 2024.
Yeah.
Amy is one of the most resourceful people I think I've met yet. In
Very
both
true.
Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding areas. I think she is quite a powerhouse and someone wow, she could teach. I think she could teach all of us a few things in funding, all of us theaters.
Yes, absolutely.
It's really incredible to see Benson grow really as a whole, but then to see the journey of the theater and the building itself.
Yeah.
Right. I remember when she was giving tours and nothing was done yet, but she just had this dream of what it would look like to being able to be in that building every single day. It's really powerful when you think about the trajectory of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're really grateful that, she did it and that we get to walk into that space and work every day. It's a dream come through for any theater kid in Omaha. So we're all really grateful for it.
Right. Well, so now this fundraiser, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the entertainers that are going to be there or?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're really excited for the Novak and Haar trio. Yes. They're playing the first set. And then in the second half, they're being joined by the amazing Camille Metoyer Moten, who is just such a powerhouse herself.
Yes.
So she is going to be bringing the house down. We really want to encourage people to come and have fun and dance, like get up with your partner and dance to live music, like cheek to cheek. Not like, we're at a festival. I never do that. I never have, where do I go do that?
Dancing.
This is the best place to do that. It's going to be a really beautiful upscale affair. Our dress code is elevated creative. What was it? Elevated creative.
Cocktail. Elevated creative cocktail. It's a new term that we're coining right now.
Yes. So it's come and have fun. Come have fun with your outfit. But also keep your jeans at home. We're gonna bust out your powder blue ruffle suit. That's fun.
Love it.
Darn right.
Yeah.
Get out the purple suit. It's time.
He has a purple suit.
So we're really excited for the entertainment. We're also going to be showing some of the things that we have coming up in 2024, really wanting people to understand what you've come through the doors to see this past season has not been possible without your contribution, without your support, without your dedication, without our donors, our sponsors, our collaborators. And so in order to keep that moving and growing in 2024, we really want you to see how important that is and exactly what you're going to be helping us accomplish in this year. This is Maddie's first year as deputy director, this first full year of 2024. And we just have so many big ideas, big needs, and we really want to share those with the community.
Absolutely.
We're excited to do that because it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
It is.
So I've never heard the term deputy director before. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what all it entails?
Yeah, it's one of those jobs that's impossible to describe, but essentially I kind of view myself as steering the ship. I've built really individual and great relationships with each of our team members. And so I think, starting a nonprofit theater that serves the community in the midst of a pandemic was one of the most difficult things that anyone could choose to do.
I think so.
And I think that me joining the team, I joined the team in March as a part-time administrative assistant, and quickly moved into this role, which aligns with my background, but also there was a need for it. I think it was getting everybody, instead of kind of, screaming from different points on the ship into a system. And being able to do that has allowed everybody to really reach their full potential for creativity, for ideas, for organization, for future planning. And so that's sort of a really roundabout way to answer your question about what I do. But also just maintaining the everyday operational aspects of the theater.
Right.
Yeah. Maddie's really been able to bridge the gap between the left brain and the right brain, the creativity and the work that gets us going. And she's also been able to bring a really, not only a sense of camaraderie to the team, but also strategic planning, which I think is really important when we're working with so many different clients, working with so many different personalities, and everyone on our team is a creative in and of themselves, right? So you've got a bunch of art brains walking around here, and Maddie's definitely got an art brain, but she can also take all of that, streamline it, and then keep us on point so we make sure that we are meeting our goals and keeping our promises, which I think has been really great.
Right.
That's the Virgo part of my brain. So I'm a creative person, but I'm also a Virgo. So
yes.
Which is great, man.
I love it.
As someone who's not like that, we need you.
Yes.
Yes.
Virgos are
sometimes
awesome.
you get a million dings on your phone because you're our Monday.com. She's updating Monday.com with task after task, and you're I'm gonna die. But then you're thank God, because otherwise, you just it gives you a direction. So then you're not doing the guesswork.
Yes.
That, and then also I hope that everyone can breathe a sigh of relief when they say, "Oh, these are tasks she's assigning us for March of next year. No big deal right now."
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. Yeah.
She's thinking about March of next year. Glad I don't have to.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad someone is.
And you've been doing this for a while now, Beaufield.
I joined the team in January of this past year, and it's been really great. I feel like I've grown into the role as the role has grown, and the need to really develop a concrete sense of how we market ourselves and market our clients. Those needs have grown, so I've tried to expand with that. It's fun. It's fun working with so many different types of shows. How is this one needing to be different from this one? And also, I've been able to be on the inside as an artist myself. We did one of my shows in August. And so that was really interesting to see the way the theater works from an artist perspective, as I'm also a Benson team perspective. 2024, all the things we have going on, we're really trying to step into this individual branding of everything that lies under our umbrella, so that we have a really clear message to our audience coming in of who we are, and we have a really strong sense of ourselves as a theater too.
Yeah.
I think Bo's doing a really incredible job of kind of aligning with me on our name is Benson Theatre, but we are so much more than theater. Mm-hmm. And so how do we get that message across to people, and how do we help them to understand that we're not just a place that is doing internal theater programming. It's a wide range of stuff, and so wide that we really need to hone in on those different audiences. And I think that's what we're really excited about for 2024 in particular.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I love how you're able to mix so many different creative activities, and also you've got some really solid theatrical productions happening, and I feel like that opens it up even more to people who maybe they wouldn't necessarily go see a production. So yeah, which is from a theater aspect is really neat. I mean, I know there's music and there's everything else that's happening there, but I like that it's integrated, so you can kind of broaden that audience.
Theater can get inaccessible, and not in any sort of intentional way, I don't think, but across the world, it can be something that is viewed as for a specific group of people, and it's really important to us that theater is for everybody.
Right.
Yep.
So keeping ticket prices in a range that makes sense for everyone, and doing a variety of shows that speak to the various communities that live here, and all of that are kind of what fuel us as far as the theater part goes.
Right. I love that you're doing that. Oh, I'm so excited. And I know we're going to talk to you more about what's happening next month and next year. So that will be coming. But thank you so much for taking the time today and talking about both of these events. It's the start of the holidays. So what a great way to kick it off with these two great events.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you.
Tickets for the Asbury Short Film Concert on November 10th and the Benalto Ball 2023, a benefit for the Benson Theatre on November 11th, are available now at Benson Theatre, that's theatre.org.
Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes, and join us on social media. And if you like our content and would like to buy us a cup of coffee, you can do so at Ko-Fi, that's ko-fi.com/Platte River Bard. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.